A very positive way, certainly. I grew up believing and being told that God was a judge. God was up there looking down at you, looking down at everything you did and everything you said, and even everything you thought, and that someday you're going to have to go before God and account for it. God was a giver of the laws, and you had to obey the laws if you wanted to be pleasing to God. And a homeless kid came to me one day and he said, you know, Peter, the very fact that there might be a God depresses me. And I was trying to figure out what he meant. I'm used to young people telling me they don't believe in God. This was going one step further. And I came to realize what he meant. He felt he was a bad person. He felt he had done wrong. He had broken every single commandment, and a few more besides. And so he said, if there's a God up there, God is looking down, and God is saying, there's someone I wouldn't want anything to do with. There's a bad person. And if he was to die and go before God, God was going to reject him. And I'm saying to myself, here's a kid who had a horrific childhood. This kid grew up in a home where he experienced a lot of violence, he experienced abuse, he was taken into care, put into an institution where he experienced more abuse. And I'm saying to myself, if there is a God, this kid must have a special place in God's heart. This God must have a special welcome for this kid. And yet this kid is saying, I don't even want to believe that there is a God. So for me it shifted. Instead of God being a judge, I don't believe in judgment anymore. I don't believe God judges us. So he pushed me to believe in a God of compassion, a God who cares. And so that's my understanding of God now, a God who cares about all of us and about our problems, about our problems here on earth, not just interested in us getting to heaven and saving our souls, a God who cares about everything about our lives. That's the God now that I believe in. And so when I look at my life, I look and I say, God, I have received so much in life. I grew up in a good home, we lived in a nice house, I got a good education, could have had a good job if I hadn't joined the Jesuits. You know, life was very, very good to me, and looking back on it all, now I realise that's all gift. That's all gift given to me by a God who cares. And so it changed my relationship with God. Now my prayer to God is simply thanks. Thanks for what I have received. And when I listen to these kids' stories of horrific childhoods, often I am doubly grateful for what I have received. So yeah, it changed my understanding of God, and that changes everything. You know, the God of the law, the God of compassion. You know, that depending on which God we believe in, it